Life. Hello, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Huevos con Weenies podcast. I'm your host, Jay the Creator, and with me again today is the one and only Purple Suns.
Hello. I
Oh,
feel
man.
like I say that every time. Hello.
Pretty
Hello,
much.
everyone.
I have the same post intro every time, so I'm sure people get bored of it, or I don't know. Maybe you guys love it.
Maybe it's one of those things where we just have to be in the moment every time. We have to say it every single
I think so. I think that's what.
something like a pre-made clip. I don't know. How would you guys feel?
That would probably. Or I don't know, because, like, pretty soon we do plan on getting, like, an intro and outro. I mean, that's obviously going to be the same every time until we
Yeah.
get a new
Or
one.
maybe we could rotate different ones around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, and then we'll make it very special.
there you go.
Yeah. As you can see, we got a new setup and everything. Not
Yeah, new-ish setup.
newish. Yeah. Not the one we quite expected, but it
I'm not sitting on a bed anymore. Now I'm
yeah. How
sitting
do
on
you
an
feel sitting on
actual couch. Honestly, my
couch?
back feels better.
That's good.
Yeah, not
Because you
as
tend to lean forward
stressed.
a bit, huh?
Yeah, like hunched over, getting that tech neck.
Looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre
Yeah,
Dame.
um,
Yeah. It kind of
that
looks like
guy.
we're in different rooms too.
It does. It definitely does. Especially since I don't know why, but that side.
That brown
Whatever, like yeah, it's like a wooden wall.
wooden wall.
Because the other side in the living room, oh,
Yeah.
as if like
So maybe this was part of made it into a room. It has no
oh, right. Actually makes sense.
I would prefer the
And
bigger
instead of
living
putting an
rooms.
actual wall, they're like, let's just put a wooden thing here. And then there you go. That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, I would have preferred the larger living room.
Oh yeah, that would.
That would have been cool. But then how would you even set that up? Multiple TVs? Or how would you
Like
what would you use?
your TV is big, but it's not because your
We need
couch
a
is.
bigger one at that point.
Yeah, you would need a really big TV at
Like the
that
bigger
point.
the room, the bigger the TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't have your couch all close to it. It has to be.
I feel the new TV we have now, it's still like minimum of what you need for even that size living. 65-inch. That's but
Okay,
yeah, at that point
still pretty
it's like
sizable.
right, it's sizable. But yeah, if you were in a smaller room, it'll look bigger, obviously. But that I think that would be minimum. Before that, we had the 55-inch. That looked
Oh, it's pretty.
pretty small, although it was big for the time.
Yeah, yeah. Got that TV.
Yep.
Anyway, so it's the new year, 2021. So far, no major tragedies happened. I think that's a pretty good thing, right?
Right.
Oh wait, when
We're
did
only
that?
like 4 days in.
Yeah, so
Or that
only.
gamer dude died.
Oh yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah.
Did you know who that guy was before I showed you?
No, I still don't know who he is other than who he was trying to cosplay.
Yeah, so that's the only reason why he got so famous is because he cosplayed a character from South Park, a nerd character.
Yeah.
That's why he got so big. Like he went to some Blizzard convention, and they were having a costume or cosplay contest,
Oh, okay.
and he won with his cosplay of the nerd playing WoW.
Yep. It was a pretty convincing cosplay. So he wasn't really anyone
He
who
was really
was
big in the WoW community.
okay.
So, had you actually been in the WoW community?
Ah. I wonder if that character was based off of him.
I don't think so. I think the character in South Park is just like person who has nothing better to do. Today.
Sounds like this guy.
Well, I mean,
He said, yeah, all
I'm
he
sure
does
he
is
had
play
a
WoW.
regular job though.
How do you know?
I don't know that many details
How
about
do you
him,
know the
but
guy from South Park doesn't have a job?
because he's number one in the show, he's number one in the game, whole world.
In the show?
Yeah, in the show.
Ah,
You can't be number one at a game if you have a regular job.
I'd like to see
Oh, he lives
the
in his parents'
statistics
basement.
on that. So none of these, no one that is famous or number one in the world on anything has another job.
Can't imagine.
I'm gonna have to look this up afterward.
I mean, just look at the Call of Duty pros, right? Like streamers, they're really good at the game, but only because they get to practice upwards of 8 to 13 hours a day.
Do you imagine playing that long, 13
And
hours a
having a
day?
job,
You'd have an eye strain at that point. Hey, that's why you get those little
the gamer glasses.
the gamer glasses.
Yeah, I was looking at some of those, to be honest.
They would help,
Kind of
man.
look cool.
Well, yeah,
I know, I want to try
a
it.
yellow filter makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, my monitor has kind of like a yellow filter setting that I could click on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I'm about to get eye strain, I just turn that bitch on, and then I could play for infinite amount of time at that point.
Yeah.
I guess all the blues it gets rid of, so that's what strains your eyes apparently.
After a while, I haven't. Like, I stare at computer monitors a lot. Kind of rare when I get it. Maybe some people are just more susceptible to it.
Or maybe depending on screen size.
Ooh, maybe.
Or could you strain your eyes from looking at your phone too much? Because that's a little screen, relatively.
I don't know. I think maybe if you were in a dark room.
Yeah. We need, yeah. Yeah, we don't have any statistics for that type of stuff. It's just speculation. So with the new year, just like what everyone typically does, they have a New Year's resolution. Do you have any for this year?
Um, well, I mean, one of my resolutions was to buy a house, but the more I looked into it, quickly got shot down.
Who shut it down?
Realtors.
Damn realtors.
Yeah. Like I didn't supposedly you need to work for the same company minimum of 2 years before they'll work with you.
Damn.
They want to know for sure that you're going to be having regular income.
Dang, so that's the minimum.
Yeah.
So you
Apparently.
can't just work at a job for a year and then get another job right away?
I
Like
think
no gap in an unemployment?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
So crazy.
It honestly, yeah, I didn't believe it at first, but I asked around and
What if you studied to become a realtor, right? And would you still need to work for 2 years if you work as a realtor?
I even looked that up, yeah. I mean, to be really good, they say it's going to take like around years.
But then also the banks have a factor.
That too. I mean, they're going to take a look at your credit score and
Yeah.
be if
What if you're a realtor with shitty credit? Would you trust the realtor with shitty credit
I would not.
if he was selling you a house? Would you imagine, could you imagine buying a house from a realtor? Wait, would you even check his credit
I
before
mean,
you even work with
can't.
them?
You can't.
Then sure people have done that before.
I think people just look at the company, not the filter
Oh,
per
they go by
se.
the company standards.
Yeah,
Okay.
assume.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so I got that. Obviously, the normal one to lose. Still on that weight loss competition with two of our other cousins. That I'm gonna fucking win.
Oh
Little.
yeah, you guys haven't even posted any updates.
Nope. I'm gonna be fucking knocking on them tomorrow about it. Let them know that I got this in the fucking bag, and that those pussies can count on losing their $25
Each.
each. Yeah.
Well,
Therefore, I get $50 losing weight.
hell yeah. Then you could buy yourself some nice Big Macs with that.
Hopefully,
Yeah. As a reward.
as a reward.
Or you could use it. Or how could you
Probably.
use it to still own them, Like using this money, you bought something that even further
Probably buy
your
some
progress.
protein powder or something.
Yeah, and then show them.
Yeah, and be like, look what you guys bought me. Another tub of protein. Thank you.
And then just offer to do it again. Like, do you guys
Yeah.
want
You'd
to?
be surprised, man. Protein powder is pretty,
Oh hell
or at
yeah!
least like the good ones. You know what I mean?
I used to get the carnivore ones. You know, the ones that were from steak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the ones that I get.
Ah,
I like those better, to be honest. They don't upset my stomach like
the ones made
the
out of pussy ass soy.
milk or the soy.
Soy ones.
Yeah,
Plus,
of
you don't want to be called soy boy, man.
course not.
No,
I want to be a bitch
you can't. There's no bitches allowed in
eating
here.
vegetables and
That sounded
plant proteins. Ugh.
only boys.
Boys eat that.
Only boys are allowed in here. No soy boys.
You imagine why the Proud Boys call them Proud Boys? Like these
Let
are
me
all
think about
grown
this.
men that are like 30, 40 years old.
Is it?
They call themselves boys. Like,
Well,
yeah, we're the Proud Boys.
well, yeah, that's the term. Have you heard of the Nelk Boys?
What?
The Nelk Boys?
Where's the name? Where's that
They're like
from?
one of the biggest channels on YouTube right now. Well, I mean, not like PewDiePie numbers or anything, but they've definitely become viral.
Wait, are
But
those guys that go around destroying shit?
yeah, kind of like that.
Oh my god, fucking hate.
Yeah, they call each
video
other
about
boys all the time. Like, what do you say, boys? Like that.
Oh,
It's more
okay.
like a
That's
camaraderie.
what that means.
Yeah. So when you say boys, it's better than saying, let's go, men or
Gotcha.
guys.
Gotcha.
It sounds better.
I understand. But
Like,
still,
we're gonna do it big, boys.
fuck them.
Yeah, I followed them when they were still making, small time videos, but they really kind of
Up the ante on the
crafted.
terrorism.
They crafted. Well, not the Proud Boys. I'm talking about the Nelk Boys at this
Oh,
point.
well, you gotta clarify. I thought you were talking about the Proud Boys.
We were still talking about Nelk.
Like, oh, I didn't know they made you. All right.
Although, didn't was it Tim Pool? He actually interviewed the president for the Proud Boys.
Tim Pool.
Yeah, you don't know who Tim Pool is? He's getting big. He's basically like a social commentator / political commentator, but he's been getting millions of subscribers too. He's been on Joe Rogan several times. I think he used to work for Vice as well at one point.
Okay.
Yep. And he's pretty much like a neutral guy, but yeah, he basically just lets his mind go, but in smart ways. He's a smart guy. Anyways,
The only thing that I've seen from the Proud Boys is, you know that YouTube channel, All Gas No Breaks?
no.
Oh man, you gotta watch it.
Is it that
So,
guy that keeps breaking shit?
oh, he's like some fucking white guy, wears a suit, and he goes around interviewing people. Sometimes about specific. So, when he went to, a Proud Boys, he was interviewing. Funny because he just lets them.
Huh.
Yeah, he just lets them talk, and then they make fools out of themselves. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
But
like
you could do that with any type of group. I
true, I
seen
mean,
one
I'm
where they
sure you
were
could
like at
find,
Women's
like,
March. They were
yeah.
asking these guys, "Why are you here?" And then they basically just didn't really say much of anything. They didn't know why they were there, other than everyone else is there.
What? Okay, okay, all right. But yeah, so he went around like this. Proud Boys. Yeah, was interviewing one of them. Just hell, hold. And they just a couple of them were just screaming White Claw.
Oh my
You
god.
know, and then he was like, "We don't condone any violence." And then, like the next clip, it's like, "If you make me look stupid, I'm gonna fuck you up." You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, like so contradictory.
Yeah. I don't think I would ever agree to be on any recorded interview. Not like that.
Oh man,
Not all of a sudden.
I mean, like
Like,
if I'm in like the background passing by, that's cool. But I'm never gonna be the guy that. What do you think about today's political climate? Like, no, no, no. That's not gonna be me, dude.
Yeah. You could twist your words up.
Yeah. I mean, like, if everybody
The
in this country
Spaniards.
is fucking up. We got the Jews, Spaniards, and I mean, you know how they are. Something stupid like that, I would
Yeah.
just make myself look like a racist.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
So all gas, no brakes, you said?
yeah, that's the channel name. Look them up sometime.
All right.
You definitely binge.
Said it was a Puerto Rican dude?
No, it's a regular
He's
white
a
guy.
white guy. There any Puerto Rican dudes doing that?
I don't believe so. I mean, I don't go searching for Puerto Rican guy interviews.
I bet
God,
you
boys.
could search anything on YouTube and then be close to finding it, right? Like if we typed in Puerto Rican guy with microphone,
Something,
will probably
yeah,
come
something
up.
will come up for sure.
Puerto Rican guy making eggs.
Yeah, and they'll probably show a dude Puerto Rico trying
How
to make
about a
eggs.
challenge? We try to find at least three things. Try to find at least 3 things that is not on YouTube, and make it be wild. Like you get
Okay.
more points by having a crazy sentence in there and YouTube not finding it.
Okay.
So you'll get a lot of points for that. But if it's like a little boring thing that YouTube doesn't have, then you get points, but it's not as much. So I challenge you by the time the next podcast hits, if you could find something that YouTube doesn't have.
Try.
All right.
So I've been thinking a lot about, on New Year's, talking with your wife about so picky with,
Oh, yes.
right? 'Cause it takes like a certain type of woman that makes me wanna.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, I've stopped.
When did you stop fucking around?
A while ago, let's say maybe like 2, 3.
Oh, did you get rid of all your dating apps?
Yeah, so I got rid of all the dating apps, stopped hitting up people, like that, like down fuck, whatever. Stop doing all gay as fuck, but I'm just like focused stuff right now.
It's a safe zone,
For me.
man. Say
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm just focusing on myself. But talking with your wife, it takes a certain type of girl to get me interested in them. Like genuinely interested.
Yep.
Not like, oh, I'm just see what happens. No. I actually want to hang out with them. Shit.
That was more your style back in the day, huh?
Yeah.
Well, not even that back in the day, but just not too long ago.
Yeah. And then
Like if they get pregnant, who gives a shit? I'll have a kid. We might have a family.
Yeah, that
But you didn't think of the odds.
I didn't think of the consequences.
Consequences.
No. Yeah, no. Then I was thinking, like, what kind of girl would I like? And then I thought about the suicide girl. Know about the suicide girls?
They go way back.
Yeah. So if you go on Instagram, people listening, and you search up suicide girls, you'll see all these beautiful ass women.
Alternative women.
Alternative women. When we say alternative, typically that means like tattooed up, piercing,
Yeah.
colored hair, kind of like a punk chick.
Yeah, not like trannies or anything.
Yeah, nothing like that. And yeah, so there it was, like looking over the page. I was like, you know what? That's the type of chick that I like. Like fucking tattooed up, piercing, maybe like some purple hair or some shit. Because I like the color.
That's granted, right? So it has. Well, if you talk about alternative girls, usually they would have colored hair, but there are some that have just straight up black hair as well.
That's fine too. Yeah, love black hair.
Yeah,
and women.
But yes, I feel like their social media presence has gone down over the years for sure.
It has, because I mean, there's like so many suicide girls. Like almost anybody could just sign up to be a suicide girl.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know if they need to make their girls more lucrative or what, but and then they have like Suicide Girls Brazil.
What?
You know, yeah, I saw Brazil page. And what if they have a
Dang.
Suicide Mexico?
No way. Do
What
they?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up when I get
Oh
home.
man, you bastard! Came in with the cliffhanger.
I'll let you know next week
Is
if
there
I
a
find
Suicide
it.
Girls Japan?
I was gonna say Japan. I don't know. I gotta look that up too.
Suicide Girls North Korea?
I don't. I wouldn't imagine North Korea. That's the bad Korea. I don't think they're allowed to do.
That's where all the bad guys are.
Depends on who you ask, but yeah.
But did they used to charge a subscription? Or was it like a magazine? I think it was just like a content site.
Ooh.
Like
I
a
don't know. Like
galleries and stuff.
yeah,
But they charged.
they sell prints, yeah. But for
I
the
don't know.
most part, you could see all their stuff on it.
Yep.
Then you could follow the girls specific.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe like a network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this chick's a part of the Suicide Girls. Check her out. We check out her stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, it kind of promotes um, you know, venturing and looking to see who that content creator is and looking up their page. Things like that. Yeah. Is there a Suicide Boys?
I don't think so. I don't know anyone who. I'm sure there's like a niche group of girls out there that want to
Yeah.
added up emo dudes.
Yeah. Or what if there's a bunch of gay guys?
Oh, I get yeah,
I
sure.
feel
I
like
guess them.
everything
They
else.
get left out a lot. You know? Like
Yeah.
whenever somebody comes up with an
That's
idea,
why every podcast
nobody's thinking about
we're
the
bringing
gays.
attention to gay issues here. We're big proponents, right?
Like if you're listening and you're gay, do you feel left out that nobody is making content for you
Yeah. Remember, this guy would cheer you on
or cheer you on?
if you were sucking some dick.
Sure.
He'd be right there in the room.
All right, no, not in the room. I would just be like, yeah, you're gonna go get some, have fun. Yeah.
What if he said, "Hey, come on
That
with
I
me"?
have to be in the room?
Yeah.
No,
Like I only feel comfortable around you. You know,
that's
I don't
even
feel
weirder.
safe.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll never know about the Suicide Boys. Although that sounds like it's something else.
That's a rock.
Is it?
No. The fucking yeah. Why is that from?
Sounds familiar. If it doesn't exist, we're changing our podcast name.
Fuck no, we're not gonna change. Our name's already good. Why the fuck would we change it? Oh yeah, apparently it's a band.
Ah.
Oh, it's a hip hop duo. Suicide.
How many fans do they got?
New Orleans. They're
Probably don't have that much people. We could be
they have 1.7 million followers.
Huevos con Weenies with the Suicide Boys. Okay.
Good. I don't want to be friends. New Orleans.
And then we had to.
They look weird as fuck too.
No, I'm saying take over their name. We'll incorporate it with our name. Huevos con
Suicide.
Weenies with the Suicide Boys.
Suicide Weenies.
Yeah. Suicide Weenies. That sounds like a band name. Do they have like gothic aesthetics?
Kind of.
Okay. Yeah, I already know the type.
One has a bunch of face tattoos.
Okay.
I'm just looking at.
They
more
got
pics.
painted hair?
I stopped looking at them. I'm looking at the suit.
Oh, wow.
I had to give my
Real eye bleach.
real life eye bleach.
Well, that sounds
Real
bad,
life eye
right?
bleach would
Eye
be better.
bleach.
I mean, there's a subreddit called Eye Bleach. I don't know if you know about it.
Yeah. But that's supposed to help you
After
by.
you saw something disgusting on it,
Okay.
yeah. And it's
But-
typically fucking videos of cats.
I guess that is eye bleach, but eye bleach sounds like it would be bad too.
I mean, you're not supposed to pour regular bleach into your eyes. If
Yeah. So maybe
Definitely-
they should call it
definitely
something else.
couldn't do.
Like eye relaxer.
No. In theory, have their following would Wouldn't make any. I mean, everybody knows that you put bleach.
Okay. But what if they get sued, man?
Dumb fuck out there. Ew. For being so.
Stupid, stupid people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there needs to be a permanent punishment for them. No, why are you so stupid? Not that hard.
Maybe that's why life has its own way of dealing with these people. What is it called? The Darwin
Selection.
Awards. That's when you end up killing yourself because of your own stupidity. What else
Like
is it?
the main character in Death of Dick Long.
Ah, yes.
Huh.
See, that was another interesting film that we watched.
Over the weekend, we were drinking, watching movies, and I gave this guy over here the permission to show me an 8. And when I did this, I hinted at him to play Midsummer. I was in the mood to watch that.
Maybe you're not that convincing.
But then
Let me know how you said it.
it's like the suggestion went like this. It just flew over his head, and he took it as, oh, I'm going to show this guy one of the fucked up A24.
It was beautiful.
And that's when he showed me The Death of Dick Long.
It was a beautiful film, man. The cinematography, the soundtrack, the writing, the plot.
The writing was good. I'll admit that. The writing was
Okay.
good. Right? Cinematography was all right. They were shooting in a house. I mean, well, it's not.
Oh, outside.
How else can you make?
Remember,
the
he was
house
trying to burn the
aesthetically-
clothes outside, and then he got frustrated and he threw it, and then there was like
It was in a
a
regular
random
ass
dog
field.
next to him, and
Yeah.
it kind of really showed the disparity and the desolateness of living in the Alabama environment sometimes when you're not economically sound and you have to deal with life struggles.
He lived on a farm.
That's what I got out of it.
He was in a field, a regular grass field. It wasn't even that big. And you took it as, wow, that's what living in wherever the fuck he's like.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, there was a
wasn't that
trailer
deep.
park close to him.
It wasn't
There
that
was
deep.
a stray dog just sitting down looking at him.
Wasn't that deep. That was his dog.
He was frustrated, right? And then he tried to light the clothes on fire, but he couldn't.
He tried to light the clothes on fire in the rain.
Yeah, that's what made
That's
the
how
shot
fucking
so beautiful.
stupid he is. No, that's how stupid he is. The
That's-
shot wasn't beautiful.
What was it?
It was a regular shot.
No, it wasn't.
It's not like, wow, that's the most beautiful shot I've ever seen. No.
A regular shot is like this, just like, oh, it's a shot.
That's what I said to myself when I saw that scene. Oh, it's a shot.
Oh,
He's in a field, a regular grass field. It wasn't even that big.
you don't think the
It wasn't beautiful.
cinematographer was
No.
that painstakingly long to think of where to shoot?
No, that's the director's job, not the cinematographer.
Then what the hell's the cinematographer do?
He just shoots.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
He thinks about things.
No, he doesn't. That's the director.
No.
Director tells him what he wants to see, and the cinematographer makes
Says,
it happen.
okay, yeah. Like, what
Shoot
do you
him in a
think
field. Okay, don't worry, I got you, director. Bam, there.
But you don't think they bounce ideas off of each other?
No,
They do. They're like, okay, the cinematographer is gonna be like, all right, I think it'd be best if we do it this way, because I know a lot of shit.
the grass. Nothing but what type of beautiful
Trailer park was
what
behind
type of
them.
beautiful cinematography do you think he could do?
Just because it was ugly, the picture, urban environment doesn't mean it's not.
That wasn't urban. Don't say it was urban. It wasn't
was
urban.
urban?
No, it wasn't. That was
Yes?
countryside. Exactly.
Still-
Shut your ass up.
It's still
You ain't got
urban.
no. You ain't got nothing to say. Shut
It's
your ass
urban
up.
for the white community.
This is how you are with every A20.
Well,
You think it's
tell me-
always beautifully shot, beautifully written. It's not. The Last Black Man in San Francisco is a terrible movie.
I don't
It's
think so.
bad. The writing's terrible.
I don't think so.
Makes no goddamn sense.
Have you saw their TV show Euphoria?
No.
I think that one's on HBO. You should watch
Actually,
it.
yeah, somebody recommended that to me. Actually, I gotta watch it.
See, before you go running your mouth.
Who made that though? The same guy that made The Last Black Man in San Francisco?
It's just the collective effort from these artists, creators, and that sometimes A24 develops and publishes. Sometimes they just publish, but all in all, it all has like the same feel, right? Like Hereditary, they developed it and published it. This one,
Different.
I'm not so sure, but it's still the same thing. It has that feeling. Why?
Because I don't understand this hard on you have for A24.
I told you I'm gonna get a tattoo, dude.
You serious? You're gonna get an A24 tattoo?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Get it right here, boy.
I hope that fucking production company splits up. One of them takes the A, the other one takes the 24. They're just gonna look stupid.
Know what I'll do?
What?
I'll put a plus sign in between both. There you go. Which shows my love for both.
That's so fucking stupid. You would get that on your neck?
Yes. Look it. Just really look.
Think of your kid.
What kid? I don't have a kid.
The one you may have. What's he gonna think when kids at school?
I don't think
like,
I'm gonna have a kid.
What's that on your dad's neck? He really loves this old movie production company that went under. He's so dedicated to the movies.
That would be very sad.
Exactly. You don't want to be that.
But they've only been growing, man.
Animal. I mean, I'm really hyped for that new Korean movie they're making.
Yep, that one. They also have.
Comes out in March, I think.
Yes. That's gonna be.
Can't wait to watch that.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna cry. You're gonna come to me and say, "Man, I was wrong. I do see the light. I do see the way. Show me your ways."
Now I hope the fucking movie.
Wow.
Just so I can say I told you.
Who do you like? Universal?
No, I just love a
Hollywood
good movie. I just
Studios?
love a good movie.
The WB?
No matter who makes it. Well, no. I hate M. Night.
Oh, M. Night Shyamalan.
Fuck that guy.
I love
Movies
his
are
movies.
overrated.
No.
Oh, they are.
Have you seen The Visit?
No, still haven't.
Sixth Sense?
No. Stupid movies with twists at the end. Oh, it turns out
Yes.
that guy was dead the whole time. Yay.
What was it? The one with Mel Gibson. Signs? It's Signs. Oh, you never saw that? Oh my god. Missing a classic, man.
Hell freezes over.
You
M.
didn't
Night
like
Shyamalan.
Glass?
Thought that was alright. I saw the. Wait, which one is Glass? Is that the one with the three dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
What was that first one of that series? Foods?
Lit.
Split. That's what it is. That one
The-
was a
the
great one.
Dude has like 17 personality.
Yep. That's so real, man.
That was weird.
That's weird. But people are weird.
Like that. That's just mental illness.
Exactly. That's what it was supposed to showcase.
Well, I haven't seen it, so why the fuck you judge
Haven't?
me? No.
And why'd you see Glass?
Bored.
No wonder you didn't like it.
I wanted to
You
skip
were
it
supposed to
all.
start with Split. You jumped like 3.
And who does who's the black guy play? Did he get his own movie?
No. Yeah,
Well, Bruce Willis, did he get his own movie?
I don't think. Well, and I don't remember at this point.
Look it up.
But what you did kind of reminds me of what I did with Lord of the Rings. I watched the first one. I thought, man, this is great.
Okay.
And this is when all 3 of them were out. Granted, I did see the first one before, and
Okay.
then I waited a couple years, several years before the rest of them came out. Then I rewatched the first one again.
Okay.
Great as I first seen and experienced. And then I popped in another one afterwards. I think it was, I don't know the names, the three something, the three towers. I think that was
I don't know.
the three
I'm
towers.
not a fucking nerd. I didn't watch any of those stupid ass Lord
You
of the Rings
didn't?
movies. No.
Oh my
Why
god.
the
Then
hell
why
would I
am I
watch
even
that?
discussing it with you?
I don't know, man. You brought it up.
Anyways, I finished that one. It ends with spoiler
The
alert. He
Fellowship of
throws
the
the
Ring. Yeah, he throws the
he
ring in the
throws the
lava,
ring.
and that stupid little Schmeagle character goes in
Yeah.
after it.
And then I watched another movie after that, continuing the saga.
Hobbit?
No,
No, the Hobbit was before, right?
it was yeah, that was before. But the Lord of the Rings, that one's the Fellowship of the Ring.
Last one.
No, I think that was
What's the last one called?
the Three Towers.
What's the second one called?
I don't know. But that was the whole point, is that after I watched the Three Towers, I put on this other Lord of the Ring movie. It was like one of those bundles, right? It was like
Okay.
a collection.
Sure.
But this collection was in mismatched order. And it basically leads up to them going to the fucking volcano. So I thought it was like a prequel. But it was really the second movie, and I watched the last movie second. I watched the third movie second. That makes
The
sense.
second movie third?
And the second movie third. So I was thinking prequel.
Gotcha.
I
That's kind of so on the box. It had 1, 3, and 2.
I don't know if it does have that, depending on the collection you had. This was like a DVD collection, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was
It was
like
about Lord of
mix
the
match,
Rings.
but I just followed the order of the DVDs, how they were inside. I didn't buy it. It was just
Oh, so maybe somebody missed.
yeah, exactly. So I watched the second movie. I'm like, this has got to be a joke. Then I started putting two and two together, and yeah, I realized that I watched the last movie before my time. But that was very interesting situation there.
You know a movie I rewatched? Coraline? Yeah, remember we watched it that one day, San Diego house. We got 3D glass.
Caroline.
Then your brother came out with guitar glasses.
What?
Watched it with us.
No,
Remember that?
no, was I there?
Yeah, I was watching with you, man.
Caroline. Coraline.
Yeah, it's about a little girl that goes inside this hole in her house and is
Oh,
transported into another world.
yes.
Yeah.
How'd we get the glasses?
They came with the. You bought the movie, and the glasses came in the
What?
box. Yeah. And then we watched the movie with the 3D glasses on, and we were like, "Whoa, look at the 3D effects!" But we were watching it in 2D the whole time until I forgot what happened, but like the DVD powered off. We're like, "Oh fuck, we gotta start over." And then we saw the option for 3D, and then we're like, "Wait."
We never had
We
it on.
rewatched it, yeah, and then we put it on 3D, and we were like, "Whoa, dude, this looks way better than what the fuck it was before."
We were probably straining our eyes and shit. Man, DVDs suck.
DVDs do suck.
Those were probably Blu-rays though. I was always buying Blu-rays.
Doesn't it? Actually, now that we're talking about that, doesn't it suck that like 3D isn't a thing anymore?
Yep.
Like,
Well,
imagine with like today's technology, what 3D can do.
I'm sure. Yeah, they used to sell even 3D TVs after.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
They used to have 3D movies. They don't have 3D.
Yeah,
movies
like my
anymore, do
in-laws
they?
have a 3D TV.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could still like function. Like you hit the button or select the setting.
It turns it into 3D.
Yeah. Not all the pictures look the greatest, but
course,
it
yeah.
does the basic job of making it look 3D. I mean, some movies that are made for 3D are probably the better ones to watch on 3D, But you
course.
can make like video games turn into 3D, even though they already are. But it makes it have like a weird effect.
Yeah, like the Nintendo
Oh, like
3DS.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have one. Whatever game I play, I just flip a switch and it turns it into pretty dope. Picture looks weird, but 3D part.
Well, it's like the basic the novel of it. It's really cool. But I think they started catching on when Avatar came out. Here, Avatar needed a way to make a lot of money, so they thought filming it in 3D was the way to go, and it pay off.
Do you think that people went for the 3D aspect or just because
That
it's
too.
a good story?
Yes,
It was a really good story.
it was. But the 3D was like this cherry on top.
What's up with fucking? Because they promised, or at least James Cameron promised the studio like 6 Avatar movies, and we have yet to see number 2. Like, how does one person even convince the studio of doing that? I mean, no way are they gonna top the first Avatar. It was one of the biggest openings in the world.
Well, I think Marvel Avengers already
Eat the numbers.
surpassed it,
Oh, okay.
or whatever the last one was. Was that no
Endgame.
Endgame? I think that surpassed everything.
Of course. I mean, that was like what 20 years of fucking Marvel movies that
Yes.
finally came to a conclusion.
Yeah. But
And
here
when
they
you
go.
could
They
have just read the comics.
I was so happy. They're good. The movies, they're good. I
Stopped
enjoy
watching
watching
it.
them. But I wasn't really invested in the stories or anything. I just put it on just because it was entertaining. But I started noticing like if you start watching from the beginning ones,
Yeah.
like there's less humor in first set of movies, and then they started learning like, oh, people are liking humor to it.
Yeah.
So then before you know it, Thor's like a full on comedy adventure. It felt like Ragnarok. That shit was hella funny. And it was done very well.
You think Wakai Waititi?
But yeah, it didn't feel like Thor. Well, it felt like Thor, the movie, but it didn't feel like the one that you would expect from like the comic book or anything.
Well, yeah, like look, some superheroes do deserve a comedy aspect to them. Others don't.
Like Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool's understandable. That for sure should have a comedy aspect of it because he talks so much.
Yeah.
But like for Marvel characters like the Punisher,
They're all funny.
well, no,
Even the Hulk is funny.
not the Punisher. That guy's
Oh yeah.
that
Oh
guy's-
yeah.
that guy's
That's the only one. That's
super serious. You
yeah.
can't like if they made the TV show The Punisher with comedy in it, that wouldn't have worked out well. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like they're Batman. That's the Punisher.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he's their Batman.
Hmm.
Except he's more brutal than Batman. He murders people.
Yep. Although Batman did murder someone on the Dark Knight. I think the end he killed who'd he kill? He killed, was it the Joker he killed? It's been a while. Or was it the
no.
Two-Face guy? Like
You
he straight
sure?
up killed them at the end.
No, that was Joker. Joker blew up the hospital that Two-Face was in.
Okay, so Batman killed Joker. Oh.
Sure.
No.
You're
He
not
killed
sure?
someone.
Well, fuck, we're gonna have to.
I was gonna ask Google, but last time when I asked it, my microphone didn't pick it up. But you could use your imagination.
If you're watching this at home, just look it up. If in the Batman movies he ever killed anybody,
Yeah, I think he did.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure.
We'll come
On the
back
Dark
next-
Knight,
We'll come back next week and find out.
I will eat my tongue if I got it wrong. Live on TV.
We'll die.
Will I?
Yeah.
How come I seen a guy with no tongue at the liquor store?
Depends. Hospital before.
No, he was already like that.
Well, if he was already like that, then
So what?
why would he die? People are born without
Oh,
arms.
you mean
Then why
from
aren't
the
they
impact, like the whole trauma of
dead?
it?
If you bit your tongue, yes, you will die.
Oh,
Unless we get
I'm
you to the
thinking like if you
hospital.
didn't have a tongue,
No,
you
if you're born without a tongue, obviously you'll be okay. I
Okay.
mean, you won't be able to say some words correctly.
What about the people who split their tongue? They don't go to the hospital.
They have that surgically done.
So they still
They're being
split your
cared
tongue.
for by doctors.
No, they're
Who
not
does it then?
doctors.
Who
The
does it then?
modifiers.
What?
The modifiers.
Oh. Well then, regardless, they're getting it done by professionals.
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking about
wanted.
some fucking guy that actually bites and eats his tongue.
You guys ever implants that you could have on your hand? Like up on top, you could have like an implant, and it'll basically be like your skin is raised up with a design, right?
Okay.
So kind of like you would, silicone titties. You'd have silicone designs. Ass not. And they insert the silicone,
Okay.
or it might even be surgical steel. I don't know which one. I'm thinking it's the silicone one. Anyways, and then they sew it back up. You'll just need to let it heal because it'll look like you have Mickey Mouse hands at first.
Okay.
But then you'll be left with the cool implant inside your hand.
Can you see it?
Yeah. It's like raised up just a little bit. Like it's
Okay.
like just the design.
It's not gonna hurt you if you get punched there.
Will it hurt if you get hit in the titties with implants?
Yes.
How do you know?
Getting hit.
So?
They're not like fucking airbags. They'll just absorb punches. That's not how that works.
But you gotta think anywhere that you get hit in the body is gonna hurt, right? So? What makes you think this wouldn't hurt?
No, I'm saying they would.
Okay. What about it?
I don't see the purpose of even getting that done.
Well, it's for the design. They're
Like,
called mods.
say I had like a metal bar on my head. If I was to get hit at that metal, I imagine my knuckles would get even more fucked up than had it not been there. You know what I'm saying?
For the design.
Hell no, man. This just looks stupid.
Silicone or mods for your.
Silicone mods for my hands. Why would anybody want that?
I was thinking of doing that.
You
and
know,
I was researching
when were you thinking this?
about 10 years ago.
Okay, well that's understandable. You were like what, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you do when you're 20, man. You can't be doing that shit when you're 35. Exactly.
I could have done it though. I wonder how much it costs.
I mean, if they have to apply something under your skin, that's like borderline surgery.
Or let's see. Here's like you see.
Who in the fuck would want that? A figure 8 on your hand. That looks so fucking stupid. That is not cool. So
That
somebody would legitimately get that on.
yeah. See?
Why
So
not
it's
just
for
get
the
that
design.
tattooed? That would look so much more cooler as a tattoo.
Yeah, right.
It would.
Having a lock on
A
your
Lockhart, yeah.
Maybe you need something really cool, like a heart. What if you have a heart on your chest? That'll be pretty clever. Like insert that bitch into your heart area, and it'll look pretty clever because it's right over your real heart.
We'll never understand people that get body. Like the ones that get those fucking horn bumps.
Yeah, you say that, but 20 minutes ago you were saying, "Oh, the Suicide Girls are so cool. Oh, the Suicide
They don't
Girls
get
and
modifications like
Yeah,
that.
they do.
No, they don't. They have
those
pierced nipples and
industrial-
tattoos around their nipples.
Yes.
That's hot.
Yes,
Not
but
fucking hearts, Lockharts
they
on their
have
hands.
piercings on their cheek. They
That's
have
cool.
those ear mods. They have steel ears.
Regular
and-
piercings, yeah, those are cool.
Okay, they're
Not,
mods.
not fucking silicone fake shit under their hands.
And some of them have the split tongue.
That's cool too. That's fine.
See? Okay, now mods are okay.
I don't know. It's like fucking the stupid ass people that get ab implants in their stomachs. Same concept. They
No,
put
it's not.
fake abs in their stomachs.
That's to fool you, to deceive you. But having something like a mod on your hand, that's clearly a design.
Stupid. Yeah.
Not meant to look like.
I agree.
But
Stupid.
man,
Yeah.
but what if for $1,000 someone said, "I'll give you $1,000, but you could have like the brass knuckles on your hand"? How much would it take? 50,000? 100,000?
Doing it.
500,000? Million?
I don't want brass knuckles on my hands permanently. Who would want that?
Someone who needs
First of all, they're not going to be real brass knuckles.
stuff.
That's just going to make things more difficult to touch, to grab. I can't put gloves on anymore.
The beauty about, the human body is that it develops around, things like mods.
So I'm going to have one fat ass hand and one regular hand.
Yeah. You look like Popeye, boy.
Not attractive. That's not appealing in whatsoever.
Who those suicide girls is. Have you ever
No, it's
thought
not.
what's
No,
going to
it's not.
get you the attention
stop.
from these suicide girls?
Yeah, being
You
tatted
keep
up.
saying that you want one,
Being
but how are
tatted
you
up.
going to get one?
I'm not going to get one
Where
with
are your
fucking,
tattoos?
like a lock
Where
heart.
are your tattoos?
I'm getting them. Don't
Skin
you worry.
boy?
I'm getting them. Don't you worry.
You skin boy?
I
Full
haven't
of skin,
I haven't
not
found
much
the,
ink.
I haven't found the right tattoo artist yet, bitch. I don't see you hooking me up with your boy.
My boy.
I don't know who does your tattoos, but I don't see you giving me.
I thought you wanted to hook up with my boy, though.
You knew exactly what I meant, you son of a bitch.
I was actually confused. What boy?
I don't know. Who do you get your tattoos done by?
Well, he was a pedophile. So.
Serious?
Well, the one in San Diego.
He was a pedophile?
Yeah.
What?
And he did some of the best work ever.
Oh.
But apparently he
Are you not disgusted by his tattoos?
No, I mean he did a good job. It's not my fault he likes to touch little kids.
Oh my god, that's a clip right there. That's fucking amazing.
But yes, his name was Andy.
Typical rapist name. Okay, Andy.
He was, when I got the tattoo, he must have been in his maybe late 30s, early 40s.
How do you, wait. How did you know he was a pedophile?
Get to that.
Okay.
And then he was really obsessed with strapping young lads. Strapping young lad?
Strapping young lad?
Lads?
Is that a band?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty popular metal
maybe
band.
You should mention that guy. Okay, it's a metal band.
I thought everyone's heard of them.
I don't listen to
But
pedophile
anyways,
bands.
the main guy is kind of like you would like someone from like Tame Impala, where he's kind of like the mastermind of it.
Okay.
Anyways, he was obsessed with that main guy,
Okay.
and he started like he like knew a lot about like his personal life, like who his wife was, and he said he was trying to message his wife, to find out more information about the main guy from Strapping. He started seeming like a little stalker, but he made it seem like they were friends, but it's still a little. And then at one point he said they stopped responding after so many messages, but apparently they talked and stuff. And he was like a digital designer for Disney.
What?
Yeah. Well, he was really good.
Okay.
And then, I randomly just saw his work in San Diego when I went to one of the shops. I was like, cool. But then later on, one of the new shops opened up and stuff. And I guess they talk, between like the community. Everyone knows like who's an artist at what shop. And they said, I think Nando went into one of the shops, maybe for a piercing, or maybe he was accompanying someone.
Okay.
But he kind of mentioned that I got a tattoo with Andy, and then they said, oh, he's a pedophile. Like you could even find him on like the registry,
Okay.
like that dog watch site. Yeah, it shows his picture and then what he did. but seemed more like he was with like a not like a kid, but more like a teenager, like a 15-year-old or something. But yeah, this dude's hella old. So, but then
Yeah,
yeah,
still
that's
not
the
okay.
last. But this guy was so popular though, he was like booked months in advance. Like you couldn't get a tattoo from this guy. Like if you wanted one the next day or a week from now, you couldn't. It was
I'm
always.
sure this was around the time when social media wasn't really a thing,
Oh
right?
yeah, it was like early Facebook days, just at the end of
Gotcha. So it was a
MySpace.
lot harder to let everybody know
Yeah,
this guy's a pedophile tattoo.
yeah. But yeah, he was really good. Like if you guys saw my this arm in particular, that one was really impressive. And he even got compliments uh from the artist himself. Like I don't want to say who the artist is now because
Yeah,
yeah, you could find it if you Google it. Their
yeah.
interaction with each other, the artist and the tattoo artist.
Was he
Um
talking shit? You
no,
pedophile fuck.
the artist, he really liked, his work that he did on this
Pedophiles?
arm. And it's a pretty popular um
Kind of sounds like
piece.
the almost like the. It
But
was
yeah,
like
that's oh yeah, go.
there was a tattoo artist in L.A. I forgot his name, but he got caught sending
What about these guys?
messaging mess. He was a pretty big LA tattoo artist. Like tattooed a fucking
It's not like Mr.
ninja.
Cartoon. Like a really popular like Mexican, almost like a gangster, but he does like celebrities and stuff.
I don't think that's.
Okay.
But guy ended up fleeing the country when, and it was like revealed that he was. Yeah, he left Mexico. Stayed there for like a couple months to. I think he was trying to wait it out. All the news died down. Shit.
Yeah. Why do you hear about that a lot? It's like oh, like speaking of the Nelk Boys from earlier, one of their guys, he was like the camera guy. And then later on he was starting to get incorporated into like their clips and stuff. But it turns out um he was exposed because all his like girl fans were receiving like dick pictures from the guy.
The cameraman.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I what was his name? Um something
Shooter McGavin.
no.
From Heavy Gilmore.
Yeah, anyways, but yeah, and then yeah, they started exposing him, releasing the videos and the text messages he started sending. Like they have him like jerking off and camera and stuff. Yeah, but apparently when people get clout, they start sending dick pictures, trying to get with younger females. Yeah, these females were like underage.
Jason 905 shooter.
905 shooter, that's what it is.
Agadwan.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I don't even think this guy had that large of a package.
That's just girls and being generally lazy. That's what he gets written up for. But like this guy's out here showing his dick to
But
girls,
yeah,
and he's a lazy cameraman.
they ended up kicking him out of the team, man.
I
Yeah.
found out my guy's name. His name is Romeo Lacoste.
Okay. Never heard of him.
Tattooed Ariana Grande, Vanessa Hudgens,
Or
and some
is
more.
and you see a lot of people like what happened to Chris Delia?
Crystalia.
Chris
Yeah.
Delia.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently he was messaging underage girls, but he's saying, a lot of times he didn't even know they were underage. And then there was one instance where he let someone that was underage come to a show, but then he found out she was underage, and then he didn't want anything to do with it, but still treated her nice as a fan. But I wonder if it is hard to find out if someone really is age that they say, because yeah, later on you could get maybe just don't go out with fans.
I mean, for sure, don't go out with fans. And I mean, it can happen. I know that there was this one instance, saying that all women do, but there was an instance where 17-year-old boy went on a date with 14-year-old. He told him that he was also sex,
Wow.
right? He ended up going to jail, put on the registry.
Oh my god.
But it's kind of like his case was kind of weird because even though he's underage, the judge that handled his case, he sent him to jail because he couldn't understand the concept of,
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
So
What it really
had he knew
was.
what it really was, yeah. So because like I mean everybody knows that Tinder is used for sex.
Yeah.
I mean you can go on legitimate dates using it, but looking to fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what misconstrued his concept of like, oh, this boy was purposely seeking out sex with this 14-year-old
Oh
girl.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so if you don't know how it works, then it would look like you actually ventured them out, like sought them out, but really it kind of just, you see a connection,
yeah.
right? Or you see someone that matches or that equally likes you, and then bingo, it's like,
I mean,
what do you do now?
hindsight, the girl shouldn't have lied about her age, but
Then again, you
I
can't hold
do.
them accountable because they're young.
Yeah, they're young and stupid. I mean, she did try to help him out. She went to his court hearing and even told the judge, like, she doesn't want to press charges what's because she's underage.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have much choice.
Damn.
Has to.
See, that would scare me about that is like, it's not like you're gonna ask for a driver's license either to make them prove who they are.
You know.
So, I mean, yeah. Well, I guess you could always set your age to like, your ranges are from like 28. You could kind of tell who's older, right? But like
Should
if
be
you're
able
still
to.
like dating from 20 or even 19, how far could you go down? 18? How far does it let you go down?
I mean, technically, you can do 8, but that is kind of like
Yes.
if you were like 35
Yes.
and you purposely went out with 18-year-olds, that's weird, man.
Well, of course.
Weird.
But I'm saying, what if someone did this, right?
Okay.
Um, well, let's say not
Like
even
let's
going
say
that low. Let's say, okay, 20, 21,
like
maybe
I'm
even
30. What's
22.
an appropriate age for me to? What's the appropriate lowest age for me to?
I'm saying yes, like if you chose to do that and you're 30,
Yeah, so it's half your age plus 7.
yeah.
So let's say you're 30,
It won't
15.
be easy to tell if they were like 20.
Well, it's not. No.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
that
at
was the
that
whole
point,
point is like
I
you
don't know,
kind of
man. If
have
he,
to be careful with your ranges because some ranges are seemingly look a lot younger, right? And it's harder to tell. Then let's say if you picked, 28-year-olds and above, then it'd be a little easier to tell. You know what I'm saying?
nah, I'm actually confused now. I'm not really sure what you're saying.
I'm
It's
saying
like if
like
you meet
how
her,
don't people get into trouble more often, I guess, if they do choose like the lower ranges like
well, I mean, if you're in a club and you meet somebody,
oh yeah, but I'm saying specifically like this app.
you put in the range of people
Let's
that
say
you want to
you're Hugh
meet.
Hefner, right? He liked younger women and he inserted his age range and they were young. Um how can those type of people not run into issues eventually if people just look young at a certain point? If he was dating 20-year-olds. Like would he would have to ask for a license at some point to cover his ass.
I mean, in the case of Hugh Hefner, it's different. In order for the girls to live at his legal pace,
Oh, he does
they,
that. Or he did that.
they were his employees.
Ah,
Got their information. Like he knew how old everybody was.
oh, damn. Okay.
So very good.
My point is, how don't you see these problems coming about more often if it lets you choose the age range, and if someone were to
I
no, if someone were to choose, like, let's say you're like a 40-year-old, but you chose like 20, and you meet this person who's 20, but
okay.
you won't be easily able to tell if they're 20 or younger.
A driver's license, I guess.
And then what are the statistics?
I don't know, man. I don't know the fucking statistics off
You're
the
the one that
bat.
used this thing?
I'm not running into problems of accidentally meeting underage people on this app, man. Every person I've met has been the age that they've said.
All right.
Jesus.
Like,
Anyways, let's move on away from this. This is all too confusing. I don't even know what your point was.
I told my point like 3 times already,
I
and
don't
you're still
get. I
confused.
don't, cause I don't. You haven't made it clear. I don't get what you're trying to say. Oh
What's not
fuck.
to get? How don't you
Anyways,
see
back to the movie, The Death of Dick Long.
more people
So
who get into trouble?
I don't know, man. I
Or
don't.
maybe they do.
I don't know that many people that are accidentally meeting up with underage girls. I don't think it happens like that.
All right.
Because no matter, I mean,
Well, we were just talking about
if someone's legit,
Crystalia.
if someone's legit lying about their age,
You could
I
land
mean,
yourself in jail.
dates typically happen at bars. So
Yeah.
if you can't, I mean, if somebody's like,
Oh,
if you're like
there
25
we
and the
go.
other person says they're 25 and they get in, at the
Yeah.
minimum, if they're lying, they're at least 21.
Yeah. Damn. That's a good one.
Here you go.
Okay.
Good now?
Yep.
Anyways, back to The Death of Dick Long. The movie spoilers. This disgusting fuck decided to show me the movie actually called The
The
Death
death
of
of
Dick
Dick
Long.
Long. Mm-hmm.
And the cinematography was okay.
It was great.
The writing was amazing. I would say the direction the director went. The point I wanted to make watching this, it had me on the edge of my seat. That's
Oh,
something very
yes.
rare that I'm
You were uncomfortable.
very uncomfortable with the plot. You know what? Fuck it. I mean, it's sad.
You're going to give some spoilers?
Yeah, I'm gonna give some.
Oh,
And
man.
how long?
Spoiler
How
alert.
long has the movie been out?
Like 2 years, I would say. Maybe.
There you go. People had 2 years to watch. So if you haven't watched this movie, watch it. Or if you don't want to watch it because of how disgusting it is, just listen. Hey. So the movie starts out with these three buddies. They're in a shitty band playing cover songs of Nickelback.
Ugh.
They're playing in front of one guy's wife and daughter. The wife and daughter decide they're gonna go sleep. Got work the next. Three buddies look at each other and say, "Want to get weak?" You know, as you do say with your friend. And it shows them partying, and then it immediately cuts to two guys in a car racing to the hospital with one of their buddies in the back bleeding. Now, at this point, I'm very confused because I was very drunk. I thought we had skipped the whole thing of how he ended up back there, but no, we didn't. I like that the director did because it really caught my attention.
Yep. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, yeah. And long story short, dies in the hospital from
Not before being dropped off pretty anonymously from his friends.
yeah. So yeah, the way these guys dropped them. So his two friends, they parked as close to the hospital as they could. They didn't park in front of the hospital. No, they parked on the other side of the forest before you got to the hospital to keep the anonymity. So they grab their friend. They're dragging him through the woods. Finally, get him to the front of the hospital where they drop him on his head. Right? You guys know this, but if you get dropped on your head,
On
that
concrete.
concrete, no, you can die from that. And drop him on his head like multiple times they did. drop them on his head, and they steal his wallet. They get a nurse to notice. And they take him in the hospital. That's when the doctor does his autopsy. He ends up dying. And this is where we find out that there was semen found inside. Now, you can imagine when I heard this, I thought, oh my God, their friends fucked each other in the ass and ended up killing a friend, right? And as the movie goes on, we learn that the semen was not from a human, but from a horse. So, this man let a horse fuck and come inside of him, where the horse fucked him so hard, asshole ripped,
and
and
died
he died.
from a hemorrhage.
Hemorrhage in his asshole. You guys understand the severity of a hemorrhage? That's like if somebody reached their hand inside your asshole
Your guts are falling out.
and ripped it, just tore it open. Not only that, but the fact that these guys were fucking a horse. I don't know if you know this about horses, but they come a lot.
Oh yeah, we were
Like,
just talking about jacking off
almost
horses.
a pint of cum comes out of a horse. Do you know how big a pint is? That's like a tall glass of beer.
Would you be a horse jacker?
After hearing this, I got very upset. Like borderline crying. How disgusting.
It never showed anything.
It didn't show them. It didn't show the horse raping them.
The horse raping the man? Or the man would be raping the horse because the horse can't give consent, man.
Yeah, the horse doesn't know what. Man raped that horse. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, so we find out the guy fucked a horse to death. And the reason why the other two so hard to cover up his accidental murder was because they like to do that too. Main character, I forgot what his name. He has been doing it for upwards of 10 plus years.
Quite a long while.
Fucking the same horse.
Comment.
The family horse. He was fucking the family horse for 10 plus years.
Yep.
Now this man has a daughter. Imagine pain I felt. Found out that her husband fucks horse. I can't imagine I would have done. But
or if your girl said, I get fucked by horses.
Never, ever want to see that person ever again.
Would you kick her out like right then and there?
Probably tell her to get a shit.
I don't date any horse fuckers.
Well, yeah. Why would you want to?
You don't.
You don't want to date a horse.
You gotta have standards.
You do. And the icing on the cake was that the two, well, not even the two guys, the one main character that's been trying so hard to cover up the fact that his friend died ends up getting caught by the police and arrested.
Yeah, there's a police investigation going on throughout the movie.
Investigation. Yeah, nobody can find or ID the guy that died, aka his friend. So the main character gets arrested, and the next day he gets let out because he told him the truth that his friend fucked a horse, and for whatever reason it wasn't illegal to do in that state that he was in. And he gets let off scot-free.
Death by misadventure, apparently.
Yeah. That's what they labeled it. death by Miss as to not mention horse fucking. So, had he been truthful since the beginning, nobody would have found out. Instead, his wife kicks him out, and he has to leave town because he has nowhere to go.
And he
With
dumped his car into a lake because he says someone stole it that night. Well, there was blood all over the seats. He tried to cover it up, so he said it was stolen.
He doesn't have a car. Homeless. Only person he can count on is his other friend that helped him. Last we saw of him was that.
So is this a story of a friendship?
Let's see, no. I mean, yes, they were friends, but throughout the movie, he did hate the guy. Stupid he.
Oh yeah. They were putting their brain cells together and trying to figure out the plan, but they weren't the smartest group of people.
They weren't, they're just countryside rednecks. Think about that. And they tried to dump. Guy tried to dump his car in a pond. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna dry up when it's not raining anymore.
All you're gonna be left with is a car.
Yeah, dude. Like, people are gonna see it when the pond dries up.
Yeah, clever writing, dark and humorous at the same.
Dark and humorous, entertaining. Kind of reminded me about the strange thing about the Johnsons.
Oh yeah.
Ari Aster.
Yep.
Damn, that was fucked up.
Yep. Jacked up.
We discussed that too. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's talk about that. So if you guys haven't seen, there's a short film on YouTube called The Strange Things About the Johnsons. And it's made by the same director that made Midsommar. What else says? Other movies.
Are you kidding me?
Other movies. I don't look at his
Timeless classic, Hereditary.
There you go, Hereditary. I don't look at his
discography. It's called filmography.
Filmography. It was a short film he created back in, and it's about a man who walks in on his son jacking off. Which I assume some dads have, right?
Fortunately.
Yeah. So he explains to his son that it's okay to jack off. That even he does it sometimes too. The son is thrilled, and we see the photo that the son is jacking off to, and it's a photo of his dad. Now at this point,
how could we continue watching from that point, man?
It's just get worse. It gets worse. So at that point, I knew, like, all right, whether the dad fucked up, gave his son permission to jack off pictures, and I think like the next scene, it like cuts to the son's wedding day or something.
Yep, that's when he's older.
So the son just got married, and they all got together to take a picture. Son grabs the dad's ass very hard, which was fucking disgusting. Just talking about this movie is I don't think I could go.
It sounds like you're giving a testimony right now.
I can't go through with this. I can't.
You can't leave them with the cliffhanger.
Fuck. All right, so it's been a while since I've seen it, but next scene is like fucking dad in his house hyping up a novel about his molesting him. Oh my god. And then the son ends up paying a visit to his dad's house while he's taking a bath. And the son finds the novel. He becomes very angry that dad is trying to tell that story. So the son goes into the bathroom, rapes his dad while he's in the bathtub. Then the mom hears this, like the dad's wife.
Oh, as it's
She
happening.
hears the rape happening, and she doesn't even try. Raped. Like it's clear that he's being raped. He's
At that
screaming.
point,
He's
yeah.
screaming. And then, what was the next scene? Like okay, the dad just got raped. He's at some house. And like the son is trying to kill him or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the son is trying to kill his dad. Like legit murder his father ends up away from the gun. And then bam! Gets hit by a fucking car. And an even more awkward scene of his son crying for his father.
Yep.
And the mom tries to touch the dad and pushes her away. Like, don't you touch him! He's mine!
Very
Oh my
protective.
god, man, it's so fucking gross. Then fucking mom finally tells off the son, saying, I know what you're doing to him. And she ends up killing her son.
Yeah.
And the movie.
Keep in mind, this is a short film, like a short
It
story
was like
film.
15, 20 minutes long, yeah.
Yeah. But it felt like, so much was said.
Felt like a goddamn hour watching. So disgusting.
But yeah, so that you could kind of picture why movies like Hereditary and Midsummer
Midsummer.
were made,
Inspired, which is what made Death of
because
Decon.
both of them are pretty shocking.
Like
Like both,
fucked up, yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
But man,
I always wondered with artists like that if you think about fucked up shit comes natural.
yeah,
Because even some of the ways that the pretty creative and fucked up.
Yeah.
Like remember when I forgot what that guy's name was. Chris?
Oh yeah, like the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that his name? Chris?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, he gets drugged and he's naked, he's running away. He ends up in a chicken coop.
Oh,
And he
that was a
finds
terrible scene.
Yeah, he finds one of the other people that were there, but eyes are gouged out, all their intestines hanging above him like wings.
Yeah.
And he's still alive. The organs were all breathing.
Oof.
Well, I mean, only the lungs were breathing. Kind of suggests still
Yeah.
essence pulled out of it. That was brutal.
Or like that sexual ritual was pretty intense too. With a whole bunch of women in that farmhouse. Then they had that one dude in there. Yeah.
Honestly, the only reason why that scene was gross is because they were all old ladies.
Yeah.
Like, were they all if they were all young, hot, and had big tits, then that scene would have been cool. You know what I mean?
But
No,
still
they
creepy.
yeah.
Considering they were all like in tune. I don't know. You have to watch it.
Like when they all the girls started crying.
Oh yeah.
All those young girls were crying. That shit was. And then they did the same thing at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was the whole movie felt like one psychedelic trip. Yeah, without being too obvious about it. Like it's not like in your face. It's just very subtly weird until it doesn't get, or then until it gets crazier somehow. I don't know. It's very gradual, but then it starts getting a little creepier. It builds up.
Yeah. Like fuck that ending scene. When they tell I forgot what her name. The girl, you know how she just won A Queen.
Oh yeah.
They say like, we have here's volunteer, or you can pick somebody.
Oh yeah.
And she
They ended up burning him alive while he's in
he's paralyzed at that point, but he's in a giant bear. They stuffed him in a bear. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it pretty much ends right there, right?
Yeah, it ends right there. I mean, she's crying and shit.
And then she starts like She was crying, but didn't she have like a smirk on her face too?
At the end,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At first, she was crying really hard, but then it zoomed in on her face and like,
Because yeah, in that movie, um, she
yeah,
she kind of thought that he was cheating on her because he was the one in that little sexual ritual, but he kind of just walked into it.
yeah, yeah.
Like they planned that shit out.
Yeah, I mean that was a build up too, because in the beginning of the movie, like I got,
Oh
but then
yeah,
he does it because she's
that's true.
able, which is tough for either of them.
Yeah,
Because I mean, come on, man, who wants to break up with somebody?
yeah. And then her
You know what I mean?
parents just died.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the beginning scene.
parents died because they're apparently this. No, no, no. She had schizophrenia or something.
Schizophrenia.
Some shit like that. She thought people were coming after her. She had
Yeah,
to kill herself and her parents and live or some. Yeah, you know how fucking
yeah.
schizophrenic
She used the
doesn't make any
old
sense.
car in a garage method, but actually ran hoses to her
Yeah,
house.
she engineered the fuck out of that, man. That was pretty clever. I
Yeah.
gotta admit, that was pretty clever.
Like what? Yeah, that was a pretty dark scene. So I wonder what this guy's crazy mind is gonna think of next.
Honestly, yeah, I'm hyped for the next Ari Aster
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I think he had his his feature debut the same year that um was it Peele? He's the one that came out with Get Out, right?
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, yeah. Peele.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they both had like their first debut films same year, I believe it was. And then Peele made Us, and then Ari Aster made Midsummer at that point.
Interesting. Okay.
And I think those came out the same year too.
Nice.
So they're like 1-1. Although I enjoyed Midsummer more. Us, maybe I just didn't really get. I mean, I get it, but I don't know.
Yeah. Like I understood it, but then it kind of didn't make any sense that everybody had a double.
Yeah.
I mean,
It didn't really grab me, I think.
yeah.
Although, yeah, that
Like
was cool.
Midsummer obviously was a lot more clear that
Yeah. Yeah.
like you got the twist in Us, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The woman was actually the double. Personally, what was the
Yeah.
that shit was fun.
I know.
Yeah.
That was creepy if I
Creepy
think
as
about
fuck,
it.
yeah.
But like the whole story, the way it moves around, it doesn't really build up. It kind of just happens, I think.
Yeah.
Whereas, Ari Aster films, they tend to build up. It's a slow burn.
That one I admit was the
The cinematography,
cinematography was
yeah. The the cool thing about that is usually horror movies are done at night, but this is one that's just completely in the daytime. For the most part, I would say over 90% of the films in the daylight.
yeah.
They use a lot of like pastel colors, stuff that you wouldn't typically see in
Yeah,
one of those
bright
type of
yellows,
movies.
purples.
Yep. Really cool.
Kind of weird how they could use those colorful colors. Still give off a creepy
I
vibe.
know. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see where the third films go.
Hell yeah.
Shit, we're an hour 28 minutes right now.
Yeah, you feel like an hour and 20.
I know.
I don't know what you think. Should we end it there?
We can.
Anything else?
Not in particular. Nothing that's coming to mind.
Same either.
Okay.
All right, we could just end it there. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of the Huevos con Weenies podcast. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Conweenies. You can follow my personal Instagram and Twitter at _J the Creator.
Yeah, and you dudes better not be sending this dude some dick pics either.
Yeah,
He won't appreciate that.
Please don't.
What about
follow our YouTube, Huevos con Weenies podcast.
And we have a website.
We have a website, huevosconweenies.com.
We have an email address, mel@huevosconweenies.com.
Message us, let us know. show. If you have any questions, ask us.
Any
We'll answer 'em.
sponsors? We're listening. We're listening. Rogaine?
Maybe.
Maybe in a few years.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can follow my Instagram at IGiveDrugs_ for Twitter, and then PurpleSun_X at Instagram. Would be me.
All right. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next time. Later.
Ta-ta.